He's a big man. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They're going to look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Sheds off the tackle. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Good combo! Good combo! Check. There. 12. Four down. Gotta go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
14. Hey, over here. 19.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony. interceptions. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Wilson to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
15. 14. Check 50, check 50. 19. Hey.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go, 14.
On second down, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. third down. Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on Minnesota. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw here. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. It's Gray. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. And he told...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. In for the score. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And out now come the Seahawks. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, Penny fights through one man. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. They begin with a run by Penny. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson leaves it for Penny. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, 14. Tempo. Shotgun. Spread left, spread left. Gotta go, gotta go.
Throwing is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Room past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Gun, gun! No, check!
Right back to him on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 30. And his kick here is good. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He'll get it up the middle. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal.
No, check! Patriot! Patriot! Gun!
Back to throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on 2nd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down, here's Penny. Gets through, and now an opening. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
14.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he's going to go down again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gotta go.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And give him a gain of 37. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Wilson to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals have recovered it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about it. Too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Leopard!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll drop to throw. Now he's forced out right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
14. Gun. You got tight right there. Tempo, 37's the mic. 12. Tempo. Hey, easy. Take 51.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The Bengals getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And on the ground they go with the running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 59 yards. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Andre Howell. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Now, the Bengals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. On third down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Hut. Watch him now, Barney.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a bad breaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. The kickoff. Send this one away.